reporting with Excluded Media, and we're here in front of the White House at the Women's March, at the Pussy Hat March. And people really don't like our president. So let's go and talk to some people about why they're here and what they really think they're doing by wearing genitalia on their heads.
Came out from Austin, Texas.
Wow, it's a long way. Why are you here?
We thought it was really important to show up and march, be part of the wave, and make sure that we were seen and to support other voices that need to be represented.
Which voices are underrepresented?
So many.
Do we have?
Yeah. LGBTQ.
How are LGBTQ rights being trampled on?
I mean, going back to...
That's why you're protesting this president, right?
That's one of the reasons.
So how is he harming LBG community?
Right down to disparities that already exist in healthcare. And if you were to abolish the remainder of Obamacare that we have now, the impact that would have on communities. But going just to, I don't know, do you have anything to add to that?
You're doing a great job.
I don't know. It makes me speechless. But we knew we had to be here, and I hope you all get to talk to a lot of different people out here. And yeah.
Why are you here?
We are here because we are sick and tired of how Donald Trump treats this country, and we want change.
Specifically, what are you upset about how he treats the country? What's upsetting about it?
Well, for our main one, it's LGBT rights and how he doesn't do anything to help us.
What exactly do you want him to do to help you?
You want to?
Well, I mean, right now, I just want him to I'm not going to speak so much about the LGBT. I just want to speak mainly just about any policy. Really, let's just have policy and have bipartisanship. Let's stop the silly, egotistical, whiny baby, and let's talk like adults.
I decide.
Why are you here today?
To protest like everyone else.
Protest why?
This is the most terrible, embarrassing administration ever.
What makes it so terrible and embarrassing?
Don't ask questions you know the answers to.
And what do you think about the president?
I don't even, I don't know what to think about anything right now, to be honest with you. I really don't.
I think we all can agree that we should make the country great, because if the country is great, we are great.
Yeah. Well, what do you think about these people here today who hate President Trump?
They have the right to do so.
But they don't think that you should be wearing that hat. Have they approached you today at all?
I've been called a racist over here.
You've been called a racist. Were the people who call you racist white? Because the people who've been calling me racist today, they've all been white and claiming that I am, I don't know what.
Like, I don't understand this logic, because, like, if you're a liberal and, like, there's Antifa and everything, I would love to talk to you guys, but talk to us. They're literally bringing microphones and screaming into our faces and calling us racist. Look at that person, how she's laughing at me. Like,
You want to talk to us, or you want to discriminate against him for wearing his hat?
I would love to talk to you guys.
It's really hard to see a hater on a day where there's so much unity and love of so many people.
How is he a hater when you literally just started hating on him because he's wearing a different hat?
No, there is that dichotomy there.
Dichotomy.
I'm here to cry because my wall isn't built. And the media. Hold on, wait, the media is so unfair to me. They report the truth and it hurts my feelings.
However, the problem is that they are on the attack generally. We have tried to defend ourselves, but yet they come in again and they hate anyone who isn't like them. They want to build walls. They're
Can I ask you, you're
racist.
for women's rights, yeah?
Totally.
How do you feel? Why are you against?
All rights. I'm for
Okay.
equality.
And illegal immigrants' rights too, of course.
I'm for a careful policy that doesn't include walls, because they're a dumb thing to do, because 90% of drugs and illegal immigration comes through.
But you're for women's rights. You're wearing the pussy hat, right?
I am.
So you are. So if you're for women's rights, don't you think that women who are trafficked through the southern border that should stop? Saved? Well, how is it saved if there's incentives for them to keep coming to this country illegally or getting trafficked?
I can't say that I'm an expert on all issues such as trafficking, but there are people that are experts on it who can speak better to it than I can.
You're entitled to wear your hat with the Resist President Trump pin on it. Yes. Why can't he wear his hat?
Are you a pro-Trump person and therefore trying to...
I don't have a say in it. I just want to know why
I don't know. It seems
everyone's treating him bad. But I just want to know... Just to be honest, you can walk away. Why can't he wear his hat, but you can wear a pussy hat? I don't get it. Hi, why are you here in front of the White House today on this rainy day in Washington, D.C.? Thank you.
Actually, I've been to all of the women's marches. The first one in Los Angeles was 750,000 people, wall to wall. Last year was in Denver, and this year I get to come to Washington, D.C. and I'm fighting for women's rights and rights of everyone.
And you're wearing a pussy hat? Is that what you guys call it? Why? How is that empowering women to wear a genitalia on your head?
Because he made pussy a household name. So we're going with it, right?
You mean he
grab the pussy back?
He's originated the term pussy, is what you're saying? Isn't that kind of vulgar?
He made it public knowledge.
Do you think that you're making society have more class, or are you kind of dragging it back to vulgarity?
Do you think Trump has class?
Well, I'm just talking about you.
No, I'm curious. Do you think Trump has class?
Do I think the president has class?
Yeah, because he says
disabled.
He rails on disabled people, he rails on military, he rails on McCain, he's railed on every walk of life. So you think he's classy?
Well, I'm just asking if you think that...
I'm all done with you. You want to throw this in the garbage?
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Wait, so aren't we allowed to have different opinions as Americans?
And I'm allowed to not have to answer your damn questions.
That's true, but you sure have thin skin.
Really?
Look, she's in my face. Am I supposed to be scared of you? Do you want to take a picture of me? We can take a picture of you trying to intimidate me.
Well, you've got thin skin, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Here, I'll get some videos.
Can I ask you a question, too?
No.
Why do you stay here since you hate our president so much?
Here we go. Look
at this.
Born here, honey. Where'd you come from?
We come out
under a hole?
Enough broth to save
Is that how you're gonna reinvigorate women by trying to? Am I putting my phone in your face?
I can't hear you over your Cruella de Vil coat.
Is the answer.
Oh, it was all fine, and you were all pleasant until I asked you how wearing genitalia on your head is empowering women, right?
It's a pink hat, honey.
It's a pink hat. Isn't it a pussy hat?
You're not
Do you
going to
want
stay
to
in our
call it that?
country anymore.
Okay.
We're shipping you off to Russia, and you better pray for your body.
Looks like you have the
Hey!
skin, honey.
You come out.
Do you know who Pence is?
Yeah, of course.
Who?
I have heard his name, but I'm not caught up with him.
Do you know who Robert Mueller is?
I know of him. I'm not sure what his agenda is, though. I don't know.
You know of him? What do you know of him?
I know people like him. He's associated with the Trump administration, and that's just about all I know about.
He's associated with the Trump administration?
That's what I think, but I'm not sure.
How do you feel about President Trump?
I'm not a fan of President Trump, and I'm not a fan of Brett Kavanaugh. Brett Kavanaugh.
Why? Why Brett Kavanaugh? It turns out that the women who accused him were all found to have not been telling the truth.
That's not true.
Support Hillary Clinton?
Yes. I support all women who come forward with allegations of sexual misconduct accusing men of sexual misconduct.
How do you feel about Juanita Broaddrick and Catherine Wiley? Do you know who they are? Well, Juanita Broaddrick says that alleges that Bill Clinton raped her, and Hillary Clinton knew about it and didn't do anything about it. Did you know that?
No, and that I would have to do my own independent research to see if that was indeed true. So I'm getting the feeling that you're not really here to be supportive of the cause, but to more pick at it.
How do you feel about President Trump?
Honestly, all you can do is laugh at this point because it is so ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
Everything about him, everything that he stands for, everything that he says, every ounce of in his body is just evil, pure evil.
Like what? What exactly does the president say that's evil?
What doesn't he say? I think that's where we should start. What doesn't he say?
Specifically, tell us.
Okay.
What he says that's evil.
Are you?
I just want to know.
Okay, can I ask you who you're, or what affiliation?
I'm with Excluded Media.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm a
so
reporter.
what is that? What do they stand for?
Stand for bringing the people of the news and being a voice of the people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you not want to tell us why you don't like the president?
I mean, I just did.
But what specifically does he say that?
He's trying to privatize land and natural resources. Turning Bears Ears, which was a national monument, into privatizing the land. So he's taking away resources. He's trying to privatize indigenous people's lands.
I'm here to cry because my wall isn't built. And the media. Hold on, wait, the media is so unfair to me. They report the truth and it hurts my feelings.
He makes horrible comments like calling Elizabeth Warren Pocahontas, which it's just everything is. So.
Well, Elizabeth Warren did claim that she was Native American and she's only like a 0.0000.
And that's not the conversation at hand. It's that
Native
the fact
American.
that Pocahontas itself is the way it's portrayed is extremely sexualized. And so saying things like that about Pocahontas, he's obviously not saying it in a positive way. He's intentionally saying it in a derogatory way. He's trying to minimize her indigeneity, whether she is or not. That's not part of the conversation. It's about the fact that he's trying to minimize her and desensitize just the conversation around indigeneity and sexualizing that. So
yeah,
that's all I'm going to say. Thank you.
Thanks. What is toxic masculinity?
Toxic masculinity to me is when men feel like they need to dumb stuff down for you. They feel like they always need to be able to comment on you. Today we've been commented on more than we would have liked by people. And that stuff, that's toxic.
You've been commented on more than you would have liked by people? What do you mean? People saying you're beautiful, hey, sweetie.
Worse, way worse than that.
Like what?
And assuming I want to sleep with them. I'm underage, and you're sexualizing my body.
How is it exactly that wearing a genitalia hat empowers women?
It's the color, it's the shape, it's the fact that we are all. It's almost like a uniform. Uniforms unify people. They bring people together.
Why are you here, and what are you wearing?
I'm wearing an outfit inspired by The Handmaid's Tale, the book and the TV series. I'm here because my state only has one Planned Parenthood, and that needs to change.
Why does that need to change?
Because women have the right to choose what they do with their own bodies.
And at what stage during pregnancy should a woman not have the right to choose? Do you support partial birth abortion?
No, I would rather a woman have the right to choose to have an abortion in a safe medical environment than to take matters into her own hands and potentially hurt herself in a very, very serious manner.
And you said you're here for LGBT rights. What exactly is Donald Trump not doing for LGBT rights? And what, yeah.
Well, with the trans...
I was asking you since
sorry.
Well, for one, his vice president, his wife is part of a school that discriminates against LGBT students, and they're not allowed in their school.
What school is that?
I don't know the name.
It's a school in Virginia.
I'm not sure the name.
How do you know it? How do you know what school it is if you don't know the name?
It's just everywhere in the news right now.
Our country was built off the basis of immigrants and off of minorities, and he's just oppressing them day after day, and that's just it's not okay. It wasn't okay from the day one, and it's still not okay.
What do you think about women and children being trafficked through the border and children being raped and women being raped by coyotes because they're incentivized to come to this country because we have open borders? Right. How do we stop that?
I think we could do better at trying to regulate the borders and help those in need first and foremost and treating them there rather than prolonging the exposure, you know.
Canada doesn't have a border wall. They don't have one to keep everyone out, and they don't really have that big of a problem. So if they can do it, why can't we do it on the southern border too?
You're getting raped and trafficked across the southern border.
We need to put that money
Coyotes.
into the openings, not a full-on border wall.
We wonder why for years why the people in Iran didn't like us. Maybe it's because our government backed the Shah of Iran and his death squads. But I mean, in our own country, we have children who are hungry, but we have a government that is shut down, and now they can't even get the food stamps that
What
they
did
need.
you think about when President Obama gave $150 billion to Iran?
I trust his judgment. I don't trust this person's judgment.
I want to know, can you answer that question? Why is it so wrong for this gentleman to wear a Make America Great Again hat, but it's okay for a sea of women to wear genitalia on their head?
First of all, this is not genitalia.
It's a pussy hat, no?
It is called a pussy hat, but it is representative of a cat. There is a lot of...
That was Bill Clinton's slogan when he ran. Make America Great Again. What's the difference when Bill Clinton wore it and he wore it?
I believe that together we can make America great again. I believe that together we can make America great again.
Why was it okay for Bill Clinton to use it but not Trump?
It doesn't matter that Bill Clinton used the same words because they were intended for different purposes. These words are being used to exclude people. This is not...
Words are being used to what, ma'am?
Exclude people. Exclude words are used as an anti-American foundation. So there's an anti-American foundation in this White House.
Let me ask you, Make America Great Again is anti-American? Or
what the phrase is representing.
And wearing a pussy hat, how is that American?
It's American because it's representing women's rights. It's representing what America has promised the world to be.
Is there something that you want to be in this country that you can't because of women are held back?
Yes.
Like what?
Yes. Okay, I would like to ask you if there's ever been a person in history that you would gladly change places with. That person is not going to be a woman. That person is not going to be another person of color, most likely.
Margaret Thatcher is a great woman. Nikki Haley is a great woman. I would do the change places with her. Dude. Come on, she was the first female UN ambassador who was brown, child of legal immigrants from India, who's a lady. I would definitely exchange places with her because she was a great woman.
You're saying that he's discriminatory.
I'm
But
not saying he's
or he's but what he represents, but it's okay for people to come up to him and antagonize him and call him a racist today, even though
I get antagonized
but
every day.
it's fine for everyone here to wear a pussy hat and no one
Lovely talking to you.
away. Everyone walks away because it's pure hypocrisy. That's why you're walking away. They just can't stand it.
I don't think you were being a partisan in any way.
Thank you for being brave enough to wear your Make America Great Again hat. And now we're going to wear Keep America Great Again hat soon, right?
I just want to make one comment. I don't care about politics over here. We should all be able to come and talk properly. And I like the work you're doing right now, not wearing anything political.
Which country is your family from?
I'm from India. Like, I'm an Indian citizen right now.
And you're grateful to be here, aren't you? These people, they don't seem very grateful to be here.
Grateful to be over here because you have something called rights upon which Donald Trump cannot trample upon. Even if you hate or like him, doesn't matter. No one can trample upon your rights in this country.